play this nice and slow while everybody's getting joined up here. Fun. Yeah, this is going to be a great one. This is one a person can play at any speed, and it sounds like awesome, cool flat picking. And there's a wealth of G idioms in here that you can take with you on other tunes. Plus, it's a song that everybody sings at all the jams, so you're gonna be able to use it. And this one I actually have notated out, so hit me up if you'd like a copy. Probably not going to post it, but if you would like one, just let me know. So welcome to all of our flat pickers out there. It's our 4th Wednesday of the year doing these hangouts, and it has been a crazy week here in Nashville. Yesterday was the first day we saw asphalt in a long time, and many of us had not driven, including me. I was going a little stir crazy, pulling some Jack Nicholson in the Shining vibes for sure. My guitar saved me, I think. For those not in this country, we had a huge snowstorm, and Nashville is just not equipped for that. And pretty much every road was covered in thick ice that didn't go anywhere because the temperatures stayed really, really cold after the big snowfall on MLK Day last Monday. And just started to melt away. And then, of course, today was dark and rainy the entire day. But because I had not gone running or done anything like that, I went out, I put my raincoat on, and I ran like 6 or 7 miles in the rain. I didn't care. I was just like, I can run. It was great. So I'm psyched to play some Doc Watson with you guys. We are going to do his solo from Home is Where the Heart Is, the wonderful album that David Grisman put out back in 1987. He did some duets with different people and different configurations, and this special track was him as a duet with Doc Watson. And the reason I love teaching this solo is it quotes the melody. It's a straight up melody solo, and it gives us the nice practicing and right hand technique that we are working on so diligently with our flat picking. The down up, down up, down up, heavy, clean, powerful. I think I've said this before, but Doc Watson is the king of that heavy, clean, powerful, perfectly in time, right hand, down up, down up. And he tends to use it like a mandolin player might use a tremolo. If he's instead of holding a long note, I wonder if this is because he played electric guitar and he was used to that sustain. If he needed it, he keeps the notes going with the repeated down up, down ups. There goes my E string again. You guys, if it pops again, I'm gonna be. So let's play it again. Greetings, people. I'm glad you're here. Play this again. So you guys, I slowed this one way down for you. If you listen to the recording, it is lightning fast, but it's great because you're going to work on those down ups and you're going to get it up to tempo. So some of you guys might know this song, and we'll play the chords so that we always outline the chords, and I point out what chords we're doing in these workshops underneath the solo so you can be used to what licks to play over what chords and interchange them with other songs after you've learned the idioms and the licks from this. So here we go. We're going to play G chords, no capo today. And in the key of G, we play the 1, 4, and 5 chords, which are G, C, and D. So we'll see if I can call out both the numbers and the letters for y'all. Play along. Here comes the form. G chord. Keep going on that G. Short C coming up. Back to G. Now to the D, back to G. So obviously that was 1, 4, 1, 5. And we are going to just kick right into that melody, which starts on which chord degree? 1, 3, or 5. And that's where we kind of go into our ear training there. Do is the melody note. What's the 1? 1, 2, 3, 1. So this is the first thing I teach people who are working on their ear training. Listen to the song and find the 1. 1. Melody starts on lost all my money, lost. Is it a 1, 3, or 5 of the G chord? Lost 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can sing down the scale from it, there you go. You know it's the 5. So in G, our chord tones are 1, 3, 5 is G, B, and D. So we're going to start on that D, the 5th degree. So those of you who are more advanced, this might seem super obvious, but I teach a lot, so I know that for many people this is not obvious. They're not used to thinking this way. And the beauty of this is there are so many melodies that do start on that 5, and once you hone in on knowing your first note, you're kind of half the battle. You've started on the correct note for the melody, and you can feel really confident from there. And even if you're just, which is essentially what he does. There you go, you've quoted the melody. Simple melody, but 5, 5, 5, 6, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 6, 1, 6, 5, 5, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 5, 5, 4, let's see, 5, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. That is the basic melody. If you were to play that, people were picking along super fast, you could just do that. However, Doc plays that fast still with 8th notes, not with quarter notes. And that's what we're going to do today. So he leads us up to that 5th note, not 5th note, but 5th degree of the scale. Remember, our scale in G is what? G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And I usually try to go through these with you guys every time, so you have framework for the keys and stuff, and try to fit in as much as I can, in an hour if I can. In our right hand on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're always going to be doing down ups. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we walk on up the scale as an exercise. What you can do is purposely skip some notes and keep that hand moving like this. My right hand had a ghost stroke when I didn't play that da 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 da. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, ghost, up, down, up. I did a ghost down. And so we're gonna have some of that with Doc, because he does add some syncopation in this solo. So let's walk on up to that 5th degree of the scale, as I mentioned, going. Let's see, there's a comment here. Got to shake and howdy with Doc 5 times. One time I slept in my car after because I was poor with my tailor. LOL. Nice. Love the Doc stories. He passed away, unfortunately, in 2012, so it's been a while. So we're going to start on the open A, 5th string with a down, do an up from our B flat there, our first first fret, 5th string. So that's the flat 3, right? And then we're gonna hit that, sorry, I actually did, I'm cheating, because I wrote this one out. So we slide on up to that 3rd. So yeah, I guess he's like grabbing that 3rd, who knows why, and I'll just confirm. Yeah, you can hear it. So he's really kind of doing the first part of a G run, right? Down on that A, up on that B flat, and then a ghost down as I slide to my B natural, the 2nd fret, 5th string, the 3rd of the scale, and the 3rd, the 3rd of the chord as well, of the G chord. Down, down, up, slide with a ghost down, and then I go ahead and grab that D, that 5th degree of the scale, and then do a bunch of down ups. Down, up, ghost, up, down, up, down, up. Nice, nice and simple. That's what I was talking about with that sustain. And I haven't read that anywhere. That's just a personal theory that I thought of about 5 seconds ago. So I could be completely wrong about why he likes to do that. But this is part of why I like doing these hangouts, because ideas pop into my brain. Next up, we're going to grab that 6th to lead us to the... Yep. And then, yeah, I'm just confirming with what I... No, when I analyzed it before, I said it was open, so I'm going to go with that. Yeah, let's do that. Nice and easy, right? So we're going to walk up to here. Then a down on our 2nd fret, 4th string, our E. Up on the D, open 4th string. And then hit that open G. And if you can, on the last 2, hit double stops. That takes a lot of control, just to only grab 2 strings, the 3rd and 2nd string. So what we did after this, E, D, and then G. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then now I'm going to count in on the beats so that you can hear where it comes in time. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So all of that goes by pretty quickly on the recording. And then we're gonna, that was Lost All My Money, but we're gonna go ahead and grab that. So again, nice right hand practice with only hitting 2 strings, the 2nd and the 3rd string together. We're gonna put our first finger down on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, that D flat or C sharp. 2nd finger goes on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, the B flat. Again, the first finger is on the D flat, the 2nd string, 2nd fret. So we're gonna grab that with a down and slide on up a half step. What is that? Sliding up to the 3rd and 5th. If you're new to these lessons with me, I always like to show you what we're actually doing. We're not just memorizing a melody that's a one-off. We're thinking about this and kind of seeing the shape, seeing the patterns. Here's the triad. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. We're seeing this, a phantom shape, a phantom G map. We see this on our guitar all the time, that's a G chord. My 3rd finger's on the 5th fret, 4th string. My 2nd finger is on the 4th fret, 3rd string. And my 1st finger is on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Very, very important triad, just a fancy term for a chord. 3 notes. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. I'm going to slide up to that third and fifth from a half step down. So here we go with that down. So that's going to be a slide down, a ghost up as we slide, and then another down on it, and then another up on it. So down, ghost, down, up, ghost. Down, ghost, down, up, ghost. Tricky. That's how we get that syncopation, though, is keeping the right hand moving and playing some. So down, ghost, up, on an open B and an open G. Open second string, open third string. And so that was next up, but straight to our down on the D flat and then B flat again, first finger, second fret, second string, third finger, third fret, third string. No. First finger, second fret, second string, second finger, third fret, third string. We do that slide again with a ghost up. And then an open B and G again. Tricky little passage, but you guys, my main concern is that you're getting your down ups correct while you're doing it, okay? You can sound right all day on the wrong down ups, and it's not really giving you the same metronomic power grasp that I think you guys are going for when you're learning Doc Watson solos. Down, up. That's the lick. It's a fun lick. He loves this sort of thing. Whoops. So to make things even more down up endurance oriented, we go straight into more double stop, down up, down up, down up. Down, ghost, down, up, ghost, up, down, ghost, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Fun, right? Slowly again. So cool. So from the top, 2 and 3 and 4 and fun. So that's all. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. That's as much as we've done. My G slightly out of tune here. Brandon has another Doc story. I got on the Doc bus in '04. He's a very nice person. Dave Holt. I'll never forget when I asked him to sign my onstage CD. Well, heck, I didn't know we'd put this on compact disc. Wonder what he'd think of all the streaming now. You guys have any questions about that first little bit? This solo is a shorty because there's so many repeated down ups on this stuff. So I do have time to answer some questions. And if you missed any of that was confusing, let me know. Next one is more double stop down ups. So this is going to be good for y'all's self-control with the right hand. Just a little sour. My E string is not happy today. Okay, so we're going to do it down from our, we're going to bar with our first finger on the G flat and the D flat. So for those of you who don't know your note names, I've got my eye on you. Give yourself little flashcards and quizzes, or just name your notes every day. But if you don't, I still give you this audio tab. So barring with our first finger, second fret, first string, and second string. We're going to slide on up to the third fret, first string, second string. down on our right hand. And then it goes to up. And then more down, up, down, up, down, up. It's kind of nebulous whether he actually does all of that as straight down, up, down, ups. He might do that. I'll play it for you, and you can decide for yourself. See, you can either skip it and have some syncopation, or you can just do it all down, up, down, up. So down goes down, up, down, up, down, up. Or down goes down, up, goes up, down, up. You choose. If you want to work on your syncopation, skip it. So now we go into his more bluesy, kind of skips into a minor pentatonic on the next phrase. So do you see this? That's G minor pentatonic. The rest of this song is pretty spot on G major pentatonic with the flat 3. It's kind of a Doc specialty to do most of his solos in that, with the only bluesy note being that flat 3, with a lot of that major 6. To get used to these sounds. Why do I say this? Because it's way quicker for you to figure things out by ear than by tab. And if you hear these sounds, your brain says, oh, that's mostly major pentatonic. And you kind of know exactly where to go, what sounds you're looking for in the guitar. There's no guesswork. You just feel kind of like a master of your own destiny. You're hearing it. You're hearing what's going on. Similarly, if it switches into that minor bluesy sound, you're hearing the flat 7 instead of that 6, and then you're hearing a 4. The major pentatonic doesn't have a 4, so that'll tip you off right there. You can just hear he's straight up outlining that minor pentatonic. So let's play it. And if you have a chance, review that minor pentatonic scale so you can visualize that. So first finger is going to do, we're going to do down in the right hand on our 3rd fret 2nd string, down, and then an up on the 4, like as I said, the 4th degree of the scale, so a C note, and that is going to be with our 3rd finger, 5th fret, 3rd string. Upstroke, down on our flat 3, our B flat, our 3rd fret, 3rd string, and then see, we went da da da, and then we're gonna hit that C again, that 5th fret 3rd string with a down, and up on our B flat, 3rd fret 3rd string, and then now to our tonic, our root of the G chord, 5th fret 4th string. Down, up, down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, down. And then he hops right, he's going to hop over to the 4 chord. So he's back over in first position. But that was his foray up there. And I like this solo because it gives you guys a very simple, the Tony Rice stuff is super fun, but it's a lot more challenging to hear the phrasing, and this phrasing is, you know, not as syncopated, and it's giving you a little taste of the major pentatonic, a little taste of the minor pentatonic, and then he hops over to kind of outline that C chord for a second while we're over there. And let's just make sure, because I get a little mushy sometimes when I'm getting this detailed. Yeah, so he's just like, all right, I'm in C now. And also it's the melody. $2 bill. Easy enough, right? So what is that? Just look at your C chord. Here's my 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Does he do an up? Yes, because he goes, and then a quick up on that open fourth string, that open D, and then a down on that third of the 4 chord, the E, the 2nd fret, 4th string, and then down on that G. Actually, I think it's a double stop. So that's why really you just do need to be thinking in C, have both of these fingers down of the C chord, because you're gonna go up on the D, open 4th fret, down on the 2nd fret, open 4th, I just said open 4th fret. I am turning into mush. So up on the open 4th string, down on the 2nd fret 4th string, and then a down on the open 3rd string, the G, and the C at the same time, a double stop. So the 1st fret, 2nd string. Da, da, da. Why am I going up, down, down? Anybody think about why that might be? Up, down, down. I have a feeling Danny's gonna chime in quick enough to get this one right. And since I need some tea, I'll just see if he does. Hey there, Dixie Huggin. Okay. Ah! I knew it. Right. A longer note, of course. It's a longer note. That longer note would be a quarter note. We're notating it this way with 8th notes as this down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we have up, and this is a full beat. There's no up because there's more time. And then a down on G and C. So the next lick, instead of $2 bill, which he could do, he decides to be a little bluesy again. So that's a fun lick. And like I was saying to you guys earlier, we're not in blues, we're still in major pentatonic with the flat 3. Because here's my flat 3, 2, 5, 6. What did I say? 5. Okay. Flat 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 3. Straight on down that major pentatonic with the flat 3. Let's get used to this sound because it's not. It's different from that minor pentatonic. The other thing I'd like to point out is I tell you guys this often. Doc just loves that flat 7 of the 4 chord when he's there. He often, do you remember when we did Black Mountain Rag? When we went to the 4, he stuck it in. And did we do another Doc solo? I've done a few of them, but point is, and Tony did it, and I always point it out to you guys. These players love the flat 7 of the 4 chord. Especially if we're just chugging along, because what it does is it tricks the brain almost. It's also the flat 3 to 2 of the 1. And it really resolves and gives a satisfying feeling when we get to that 1. Because we were like in this tense, crunchy, dominant feeling of a 4. And then we're going to go... We kind of relax. We're like, we're in that 1, and it just feels good. And I've noticed this is a big idiom. So remember this when you're jamming along over a 4 chord. You can do all that typical C stuff. And you can throw in those flat 7s of the 4 chord as your transition. It just feels good. It feels cool, and it's part of this language. And that's what Doc does here in a nice little expose of what he likes to do. So here's the lick. Okay, so walking through that note for note, we have an up on the open fourth string, and then the down on the E, the second fret, fourth string, up on the open fourth string again, the D, down on that B flat, that flat 7 of the 4 chord, the third fret, third string, up on that A, second fret, third string, down on the open G, open third string, up on the E, the second fret, fourth string, and then down on that open fourth string, the D, and then up on the third of the 1, second fret, fifth string, your B note. So Brandon Cooper says, I want to hear Browns Ferry Blues, track 1 on stage. I can't figure that one out. Cool. I like these requests. Actually, next week I've decided to do a request. I will throw this in. It's a short one in C position, where the soul of man never dies. And I didn't even know there was a Tony Rice solo on that one until somebody requested it, and I went back and I was like, oh yeah, there's a small little solo in that. So I do read your requests and take them to heart. Okay, halfway done. Let's keep moving on this. Back to that 5th degree of the scale is where the melody is, because $2 bill, and then he's gonna go, lost all my money. And so back to this. So how does he do it? I think he slides up and hits some of that open D as well. Did you hear that nice slide? Let's make sure for the G he's sliding up from the 6th there. Yeah, he's sliding up from the 6th there. So let's do that. That's where we are. We landed with an up on our B there, and we're gonna, with our right hand, a down on the 3rd fret, 5th string, the C, and we're gonna go. Let's confirm with Doc. Yep, you can hear it. Down, slide with a ghost, up, down, ghost up, and then more down, down, up on the open 4th string. So we're gonna go down, ghost up, down, up, ghost down, up, and then a down on our E, 2nd fret, 4th string, and up on our open 4th string, our D. So that in time is. Okay, next up we go straight into a down on, like I just checked out, on this from the E, from the 6th of the scale. 2nd finger grabs that note, or you can use your 3rd finger if you'd like to, but I'm just going to use my 2nd finger. I'm going to slide up to the 5th fret, 4th string. So 2nd fret to 5th fret slide on the 4th string. Okay, and then that was a ghost up as I slid. Down, ghost up, down, up, ghost, up, down, up. Let's confirm with Doc. Oh, I was wrong. He didn't do that little A. He goes. My ear wants that A, though. Let's see what I wrote when I transcribed it. No, I did it the quote right way. Throw in that A if you feel like it. For some reason, I want to. That's what he does. I think it's more fun to go. Oh well, let's just do what Doc does, okay? Not what Rebecca does. That's not what we're here for. down, ghost up, down, up, ghost, up, down, ghost, up, down, ghost, up. Why am I saying ghost? Because I'm crazy. Because I'm Jack Nicholson in The Shining, snowed in for 8 days or whatever it was. Let's do it again. 3rd fret, starting on the C, together, a downstroke in our right hand, sliding up to the 5th fret. Starting the C, 2, 3, 4. Down, ghost, down, up, ghost, up, down, ghost, down, up, down, up. Sweet. I finally did it. Yes. And then we have this thing again. So you've already got that. I don't have to necessarily walk you through it again unless you've just joined up. 2 fingers grab here. 1st finger grabs the 2nd fret, 2nd string. 3rd finger grabs the 3rd fret, 3rd string. 2nd finger grabs the 3rd fret, 3rd string, and we'll do a slide with those 2. Ghost up, and then down, up, ghost, up on the open 2nd, 3rd string, and then a down sliding again from the 2nd and 3rd frets. 1st finger on 2nd fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, slide with the ghost up, and then down on the 2nd and 3rd strings. Let's confirm with Doc. Okay. So that's a little bit different than last time, and that's good practice for our syncopation and for our self-control with and our skills of hitting only 2 strings, which is not the easiest thing on earth to do. Whoops. As I just showed you. Ghost, down, down, up, down. So that's the open 2nd and 3rd string for that little lick there. Down, ghost, down, up, down. So if there are no other questions on this, we get to go into the last lick, which is a super fun lick. It almost kind of sounds like a tag lick, so you can use it on anything. You guys have any questions on that little bit? Okay. That was that. And then the singing phrase would be, I'm on my long journey home. But this is a typical Doc Watson thing. He loves ending things with one of his cool, these became bluegrass idioms, and just outlining this major pentatonic with the flat 3, lots of nice down ups in the right hand. And then a G run. That's our next little bit there. I'm actually surprised my guitar sounds halfway decent, considering how I've had the electric heat on. My heat pump would not hold heat. Couldn't heat the house, so I had to switch over to emergency heat, which is full-on electric, which is awful for guitars. FYI. So I hope you're humidifying, guys, this winter, since it's a cold one and your heaters are drying out your guitars, especially if you live out west. Of course you are if you live out west, but even us Tennesseans, we sometimes take for granted all the wonderful humidity. That's probably what happened. It rained enough to let my guitar be happy, but you'll notice some really bad buzzing sometimes in the winter. And just that kind of thin, I call it my winter tone. I don't like it. Today, it's happy. So that's what we're gonna do. Fun. Let's listen to Doc do it. Cool. Let's do it. So we walk up to that one, that tonic, walk up to the 3rd fret, 1st string, that G, with a down, up, with a down, up on our E and F sharp. So our 1st string, open, and our 1st string, 2nd fret. So we're going to be here in 1st position, fingers hovering. I teach so much. I know people try to play these things in random positions. We're going to be consistent here because we're outlining this. That's not the lick, but I'm just showing you. We're outlining. Practice your G major pentatonic with the flat 3. Let there be a phantom ghost of this scale here so that you know what you're outlining. So it's not just a one-off lick you're learning. It's actually something that you can play around with because you see and can play and just have fun noodling on these different notes, and they all sound great. Just play around on it. It's fun, and that's what Doc feels like he's doing here, but here we go. Walking up to that one, a down on the open E, an up on that 2nd fret, 1st string, F sharp, and then we're going to do a down on that G, 3rd fret, 1st string. Whoa, that was bad tone. Up on our open E, our open 1st string, and then down on that D, 3rd fret, 2nd string. And then an up on our open 2nd string. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So we have, so that's down on the E, up on the D, 3rd fret, 2nd string, down on the open B, and then, so that was, next up we grab an up on our 3rd fret, 3rd string, our B flat. We slide 1 fret down with a down, goes down, and then an up on our open 3rd string, or open G. And then, so that's where we are. I'll do it nice and slow. Join in. 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, that's as far as we've gotten. And that was outlining that 1st octave of the major pentatonic with the flat 3. We're going to head down to the next one. So we have, we're going to play our 6, our E, our 2nd fret, 4th string, the down, and up on our 5th, our D, our open 4th string, and then our down on our tonic, our open 3rd string, our G. So far we've got, and that's a whole lick in and of itself. You could stop right there, but he keeps it going down the octave. Just outlining that 1, 6, 5, 3, 1. Outlining the major pentatonic there. Outlining the chord really with a 6 in it. Because he doesn't play the 2. So 1, 6, 5, 3, 1. So we ended on that open G. Up on the 2nd fret, 4th string, the E, with an upstroke. Down on the open 4th string, the D, and then an up on that B, the 2nd fret, 5th string, and then a down on that G, that 3rd fret, 6th string. The whole lick, let's do it, starting on beat 4, 2 and 3 and 4. So a quick little thing to point out about that, I slid and I got out of position for a second when I slid down from that B flat, the 3rd fret, 3rd string. Just a quick little note about that. When you slide out of position for something like that, just it needs to feel like elastic, like you're back in position right after that's done. It shouldn't, some of my students get confused. They're like, no, now I've changed position. It's like, no, that's just a temporary little move. you don't really move your whole hand. You just slide over, and then it's like elastic back into this position. Next up, doing a G run with a twist. I didn't hear that little twist for a long time because my ear just thought it heard a G run, so I just played a G run. But he does, I'll play it for y'all so you can hear what I'm talking about. So if you slow it way down, you can hear he goes. So instead of, that's a typical G run, he goes. That's fun. So we're gonna go, we ended on that low G. Next up, we're gonna do down on our open A, our 5th string. And then with our first finger, we're gonna grab that B flat, 1st fret, 5th string. And then we're gonna slide it up to the 3rd, the 2nd fret, 5th string. And then an up on that open G, 3rd string. And then a down on our E, our 6th degree of the scale, our 2nd fret, 4th string. And that's a quarter note. Am I right? Oh. Apparently when I listened to it before, I thought I heard a little D after it. I'm not hearing it today. Maybe it's the Mandela effect. If you know what that is. Something that kind of keeps me awake at night. So today I'm hearing a quarter note. A quarter note on that E. So just a down. Down, down, up, ghost, up. Whoops. Down, 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 up, ghost. Up on the G. Down on the E. And then down on the open G. Down, down. And then he has that nice little hop where he waits. That's that's another little bluegrass idiom, and it's fun. And David does it with him. You can hear that little pause as they do it together. So that's the whole solo. That is it. Danny says, can that also be a pull-off? If you're talking about that B flat thing, because it was 2 minutes ago, that it can't be a pull-off. That has to be a slide from the 3rd to the 2nd fret. Oh, maybe you're talking about this. Okay. Yeah. Do a pull-off. That's probably what I do. What did I say when I wrote it out? I wrote this one out for Kaufman Camp one year, and I'll probably write out, and I'm teaching at Kaufman Camp, by the way. If you haven't gotten a spot, get a spot. It always sells out, especially the guitar classes. Awesome teachers this year. But I will probably notate out another Doc solo. But back to that pull-off. Yes, do a pull-off. So when we get in the middle of that lick, we're going to grab on that E to D. Up, goes down as I pull off, and then an up on that B, and then down on the G. Down, down, down. Fun. So any other thoughts about this? I appreciate y'all being here and doing this with me every week. I really do look forward to it and appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to play through it a few times. I would like to request, if you don't mind, think about tipping me on Venmo for Chesapeake Bay Foundation. I really appreciate the few people who have. Hasn't been a ton of people, and I do put a lot into this, and I do it for myself, because I love guitar and I love sharing with you guys, but I also really would love to send some nice contributions to them if you have a moment and a couple dollars. But that's not fully why I'm here. I really want to connect with you over guitar and talk about guitar history and how this language developed. And I feel like this solo in particular gives our ear something to hang on to that is simple to hear in time because it connects with the melody, and it also goes into this language that is in the Tony Rice solos that aren't melody based. So it makes it easier to hear. So it's a good place to start, especially if you're just getting into all this, maybe before you dive into one of the more complicated Tony Rice ones. Of course, those are always fun. Doesn't matter. I play them so slowly, and I want you guys to also play them nice and slowly, and then just speed them up. So let's do some of that. I'll play it for you guys, unless you have any other thoughts or questions. Thank you. Thank you, Drew. I'm so glad you were here. Thanks, Ed. So glad you were here, Ed. First time, it says. So I'm just going to speed it up. We'll see how... wonder if I can play it to tempo. I was pulling off and I just didn't tell y'all. Thank you for pointing that out. This is a little bit faster. Play along. By the way, each time we're doing it, just practice some of this in time with each tempo we hit. fun. All right. I hope you guys got some good down up practice on that. That's our dock work right there. Getting that clean and loud and powerful. And we are on for next Wednesday. We are going to do. I'm saying this right now, but I'll post an event in case I change my mind. I'll post an event anyway. Tony Rice's solo on Skaggs and Rice, Where the Soul of Man Never Dies. C position, nice gospel cross picking example of what we would do it's mid tempo. It's still a little bit quick, but it gives us some good C cross picking there. And I can't wait. We'll be back every Wednesday as long as I can keep this up all winter. There might be a couple here and there I can't do. I know I can't do the one during spring break in March, but so happy to see you guys as always. Thanks again for joining. Thanks for your tips. And thanks for the great positive spirits during a crazy winter, snowy, rainy time. So see y'all next time. Bye for now. Thanks again.